Let me just mention that I mentioned something about Rabee Madkhali, and I have to give what has happened. We had, I participated in the pilgrimage, I think in the year 91 or something, 1991 or 90 or something like that. And that year something characteristic happened, is that it was full. As usual in the recent 20-30 years, the place is full. And then they have arranged things like that, and the police was blocking the way inside Arafat. Okay? Some Turks, you know, the Turks are hot-blooded and tough heads. They came and it was blocked. And they told the police, we want to go in Arafat. And they're stubborn. They don't know that when Arafat is full, then you can extend outside. Because you have to have a fatwa for that. Okay, fine. And they say, Arafat is full. They say, no, you are lying. The Turks tell them, look here, there's a gap there, we can go there. Ultimately, long talk, short sense, they came down, beat up the police, removed the blocks and entered. Nothing can be done about that. What is about it? They get a military to do something, so the police got beaten up nicely that time. Saudi police. After Hajj, we hear that stories and without repercussions and the discussion about that. We were in a gathering after Hajj. We were in normal clothing and everything. And the people said, Ibn Uthaymeen is in this house of Sawzan, let's go and see what he's saying. And he was talking about various things, trivial things. I call them trivial. Stoning and so on before. You know, the never-ending treasure. I stoned before this, I did. And they settled by the Prophet long ago. He said, someone said, stone before slaughtering, say, do no problem, do no problem. Any order is okay. So I want to say, this talk is vain, is trivial. I said, Sheikh, addressing Ibn Uthaymeen, what's about what has happened now? First of all, blocking like that is not appropriate. There's no need to block. If Arafat become full, the buses and the cars will be backing up until the border of Arafat, and then you come and see everything back up. Nothing can be done. You have to stand there. But most people are ignorant that in that case, Arafat actually is extended, overflow, up to accommodating any number. But the people need a structured fatwa. People like you, a mashayikh like you, should issue that fatwa with authority to solve that problem, so we don't get police beating or Turkish beating, and both have lost their Hajj, the vet of their Hajj, by this violence. Hajj is a place, is a time of peace, not violence. And also, maybe you should advise the authority that they should discipline the police. Otherwise, that's not proper to treat the Hajj like that. When I say the authority, a man, I don't know him at the time, looks like a rat without any abuse. Like a rat, small. The first impression in my mind, that's the rat, not a human being. That I said, Sheikh, someone was asking about that he stoned before and went back to stoning before, after some trivial questions. And the Sheikh said that attention was diverted. I knew this is deliberately by this with this rat. So after we left, I asked someone, who is this rat who came and spoiled a meaty discussion? This a little bit more meaty. We're not discussing high politics, discussing how to extend Arafat, how to manage the huge numbers of Hujjaj, which is more worthy than stoning before or after, and so on, before sunset, after sunset, and so on. It's valid, invalid, should be repeated. So you didn't know this what you call rat? Say, no, this is Dr. Rabee Madkhali. I knew him from writing before, when I wrote a risala, an epistle about the coming of the forces, and argue that it's illegitimate to call them for the so-called liberation of Kuwait and so on. I had a risala that went around. At the time, the regime was, I think that's the reason, I think it was 91 or 92 that happened. The regime was so weak and disgraced that they didn't dare detain anybody. So I got away with this. But he responded he made the writing say, دفع عدوان الملحدين بالاستعانة بالمشركين. Defending against the attack of mulhideen, of the atheists, meaning Saddam and the Iraq were atheists in his theory, by invoking the help of mushrikeen. That's his book. And he says, and Mas'ali says, so we don't agree with him, it is like this, it's like this, that. So he's mentioned my epistle there. So there was an interaction intellectually before that, and this was interaction face to face. That's Rabee Madkhali. And after that, nothing good we hear from him. As a matter of fact, there is very good evidence. I don't say it's an absolute evidence where I can make an oath on it, but it's very strong from various sources that they saw his name in the the so-called musayyar, the list of salaries issued monthly, and he was listed, I think, with the rank of major, that's the one with this crown, this 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, and the crown. I think it's major. I think major, captain, something like that, in the secret police. So a man allows him to work as a spy. In a religion where spying is absolutely prohibited, I leave your judgment about him. And this is called scholar, Sheikh Rabee, and so on. But the other one is based on a witness of someone who saw the Musayyar. And I think the witness is trustworthy as well, but I can't make an oath on that. But the other things I have seen by my own eye and read by my own. The man is أعوذ بالله, is paid by money, is a munafiq, والعياذ بالله. Is a munafiq. I cannot say anything less than that.
I mean, these despicable type of individuals.
With the discussion with Ibn Uthaymeen and diverting the issue, is clearly the hallmark of munafiqeen. They attend to scholars, simple-minded or coward scholar. Ibn Uthaymeen is a coward. He admitted himself publicly to many people that he's a coward, and he doesn't dare say something. Or Ibn Baz and so on, he's not a coward, but he's weak. He just remains silent or cut the discussion if he cannot answer. But Ibn Uthaymeen is really a coward by his own admission. They attend to these scholars and either put stupid questions, so they get all the session wasted for nonsensical questions, or they if there's any meeting discussion happens, that they cross-bay with a nasty question to divert the attention. And that's done deliberately. This is intelligence service work. That's not scholarly work. That's not people who think that they will meet one day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Yawm al-Qiyamah will be questioned. It doesn't look like that.